Are you drowning in stuff, yet feeling empty inside? Constantly chasing more but never feeling truly fulfilled? You crave a simpler, more intentional life but aren't sure where to start. Minimalism and essentialism offer compelling paths to a less cluttered, more meaningful existence. These philosophies aren't just about decluttering your home, they're about decluttering your mind, your schedule, and your very perspective. Imagine shedding the weight of excess, discovering newfound focus, and finally aligning your actions with your deepest values. This exploration delves into the nuanced differences between these powerful approaches, revealing the core principles behind each. Discover the practical steps to implement either method tailored to your unique circumstances. Uncover which philosophy resonates most deeply with your aspirations, and learn how to embrace a life of purpose and intentional living. Don't just dream of a simpler life. Discover actionable strategies for transforming your reality. This isn't just a discussion, it's a roadmap to a more fulfilling future. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and sustainable growth. In today's fast-paced world, we're often overwhelmed by a constant barrage of demands. We accumulate possessions, commitments, and responsibilities, often feeling stretched thin and disconnected from our true selves. This relentless pursuit of more can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and a sense of being lost in the shuffle. Visualizing a cluttered desk or overflowing schedule can help illustrate this problem. Minimalism and essentialism offer powerful solutions to this modern predicament. They're not just about tidying up your physical space, they're about identifying and prioritizing what truly matters in your life. Think of a minimalist decluttering their wardrobe, freeing up mental and emotional space. An essentialist, conversely, might reassess their commitments to ensure they align with their deepest values, creating a more focused approach to life. Understanding the fundamental difference between these approaches is crucial. Minimalism often focuses on reducing physical possessions to create a less cluttered environment, often leading to greater mental clarity. Essentialism goes a step further, focusing on choosing activities and goals that align with core values and eliminating those that don't. This strategic selection is key to maximizing your impact and minimizing distractions. By exploring both philosophies, you'll uncover practical tools to refine your life and reduce unnecessary stress. This exploration will unveil the subtle yet significant distinctions between these powerful approaches, equipping you to craft a life that's not just less cluttered, but fundamentally more meaningful. A visual presentation comparing and contrasting minimalist and essentialist approaches could be helpful. Ready to declutter your life and embrace a more intentional path? Unlock the secrets of minimalism and essentialism? Subscribe now and join the community in the comments below to share your experiences and ask questions. Your feedback and insights are invaluable. Let's learn together. Understanding the difference between minimalism and essentialism is key to applying these philosophies effectively. Minimalism focuses on reducing possessions to essential items, creating a less cluttered physical space. Imagine decluttering a drawer, only keeping items you use regularly. Essentialism takes this a step further, focusing on prioritizing activities and goals aligned with core values. Instead of simply reducing items, it involves eliminating non-essential tasks and commitments. Consider scheduling your day, only including activities that contribute to your most important goals. To apply minimalism, identify items you haven't used in months and eliminate them. For essentialism, list your top 3 values. Analyze your schedule, ruthlessly eliminating tasks that don't directly support those values. Both offer ways to cultivate a more intentional life. The key is finding the approach that best aligns with your individual values and goals. Experiment, evaluate, and adjust your approach as you learn and grow. In our increasingly complex world, the feeling of being overwhelmed is pervasive. We're bombarded with choices, constantly juggling commitments and struggling to prioritize what truly matters. The desire for a simpler, more intentional life has never been stronger, making understanding minimalism and essentialism more critical now than ever. This isn't just about tidying up your home, it's about reclaiming control over your time, energy, and focus. Consider the constant barrage of social media notifications, the endless to-do lists, and the persistent feeling of being behind. This feeling of overwhelm often leads to burnout and a disconnect from your own needs. The problem isn't a lack of resources, but rather a lack of clarity on how to effectively manage them. Minimalism and essentialism provide the roadmap to navigate this challenge. They empower us to distinguish between what's truly essential and what's merely distracting, allowing us to focus on what truly matters and live more fulfilling lives. This isn't a trend, it's a fundamental shift in how we approach our lives. Learning to identify and prioritize essential elements is a crucial skill set in this fast-paced, demanding world. Minimalism, at its core, is about reducing possessions to essential items. It's about creating a less cluttered physical space, fostering a sense of calm and focus. Think, a meticulously organized desk, only housing the tools you truly need. Essentialism takes this further. It's not just about fewer things, it's about fewer commitments and activities that don't directly align with your core values and goals. Ask yourself, does this task, this relationship, this hobby truly move me closer to my most important objectives? Contrast these. A minimalist might declutter a wardrobe, keeping only clothes they regularly wear. An essentialist might analyze their social calendar, eliminating activities that drain their energy or don't contribute to their priorities. These methods aren't about deprivation, they're about intentional choices. Visual aids contrasting a cluttered space with a minimalist one and a jam-packed schedule with a focused one could further clarify the concepts. By understanding these core distinctions, you can begin to craft a life aligned with your values and priorities. Implementing minimalism might involve a radical decluttering session. Start by identifying items you haven't used in 6 months and donate or discard them. This can be daunting, but it creates immediate space and mental clarity. Essentialism similarly requires a clear prioritization of commitments. Create a daily schedule focused on your top 3 priorities. Be ruthless in eliminating tasks or activities that don't directly support these goals. One potential challenge with minimalism is attachment to possessions. Consider using a one-in, one-out rule. When you acquire a new item, consciously let go of an existing one. This encourages mindful consumption. Essentialism can feel overwhelming at first, as it necessitates a complete review of your schedule. Break the process down into smaller steps, one day at a time. Reflect on how each commitment contributes to your goals, allowing for necessary adjustments. For deeper minimalism, consider the concept of radical acceptance. Let go of the desire to control every aspect of your possessions. Accept that not everything needs to be perfect or perfectly organized. Focus on the joy and freedom that comes from a simplified life. Essentialism, at its most powerful, involves regularly revisiting your priorities. Don't let your goals become stagnant. Periodically reevaluate your values, adjusting your commitments and actions accordingly. This proactive approach is key to staying aligned with your evolving self. Consider the example of a successful entrepreneur. They might initially accumulate many commitments. By applying essentialist principles, they identify the 3 most crucial areas for their business growth and ruthlessly eliminate everything else. This strategic focus allows them to maximize their potential. Studies show a strong correlation between clutter and stress. Research from the University of California, Berkeley indicates that individuals with organized spaces experience lower levels of anxiety. This highlights the tangible benefits of embracing minimalism. Further, a 2020 study by Harvard Business Review demonstrated that individuals who effectively prioritize their tasks, applying essentialist principles, achieve significantly higher levels of productivity. This underscores the practical value of focusing on core priorities. Consider the case of Marie Kondo, whose method of decluttering, emphasizing joy and gratitude, aligns with minimalist principles. Millions have adopted her approach, demonstrating the tangible impact of simplifying possessions. The benefits extend beyond material possessions. By understanding and applying these principles, individuals gain greater control over their lives. They cultivate a more intentional approach to spending their time and energy. This focused approach fosters a profound sense of well-being, enabling individuals to concentrate on activities that bring genuine value and joy. So, minimalism and essentialism, are they right for you? It's not about a one-size-fits-all answer. Consider this: minimalism is about reducing the quantity of your possessions and commitments. Essentialism is about maximizing the quality of what you choose to focus on. Think of it like this. You might choose minimalism to simplify a cluttered home, freeing up mental space. Or you might use essentialism to streamline your workday, removing non-essential tasks to focus on your core priorities. Both can be incredibly helpful. The key is figuring out which resonates with your personal needs. If you're still unsure, here's the bottom line. Try small steps. Declutter one drawer. Schedule just one less meeting. Notice the impact. Adjust as you go. This isn't a race. It's a journey towards a more intentional life. You've got this. Minimalism and essentialism offer powerful paths to a more intentional life. Minimalism simplifies your surroundings by reducing possessions to essentials, creating a calmer, more focused environment. Essentialism elevates this by prioritizing activities and commitments that align with core values, maximizing your impact. The key isn't a rigid approach, but finding what works for you. Start small. Choose one area of your home to declutter or identify one non-essential task to remove from your schedule. Notice the immediate effect. Adjust your approach as you learn. Experiment with both to discover what resonates most deeply with your values and goals. This journey is about finding a sustainable balance between your desires and your priorities. The rewards are significant. A greater sense of control, a clearer understanding of your needs, and a life infused with purpose. This isn't a destination, but a continuous process of refinement. Embrace the freedom that intentional living unlocks. Ready to embark on this journey? Join the conversation in the comments below and share your experiences and insights. Let's support each other in creating more fulfilling lives. Your perspective is valuable to this community. Ultimately, minimalism and essentialism are about cultivating a life that's not just less cluttered, but deeply intentional. They're about aligning your actions with your values, making space for what truly matters, and liberating yourself from the burdens of the unnecessary. This isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. Think about the space you create when you let go of what doesn't serve you. That space isn't empty, it's brimming with potential. It's the space for new experiences, new relationships, and a renewed sense of self. It's a space where you can truly flourish. This journey isn't just about material possessions, it's about finding the essence of who you are and what you want to create. So embrace the journey, experiment with these concepts, and share your experiences. Continue exploring the fascinating world of personal development. The more you learn, the more you grow. Your unique path awaits.